gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Erroneous Opinions Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Owens, and with me, as always,
William Cardona.
William. Oh my god, voices from the past.
Oh my god, it is. What the hell?
A lot has gone on. I know I've received 0 emails about what happened to the show. That should tell you something right there. What happened to the show, Will? I mean, where have you been? Where have I been? What has been going on?
Well, right off the bat, I could tell you I got orders to go to the school, and I went to Virginia for 2 months. So that's pretty much what killed the somewhat flow that we had going on. And then you went through a whole life-changing event in your life, and that pretty much killed the rest of it.
Well, nobody knows about that. We didn't.
Well,
talk?
not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Does anybody give a shit?
By the amount of emails you got, probably not.
No, not at all. Nobody cares. That's fine. I mean, that's kind of a given. At this point, we're used to nobody caring about the show. Whoa, what is that? A lot of static. I got some stuff going on. Okay, that's fine. Judging by the quality, you folks can tell we haven't done this in quite some time. So, who wants to start off? Let's start off with Will and his adventures. Let's backtrack in case there are new listeners out there. William, you said you re-enlisted. Re-enlisted in what? Or deployed? You got orders. What's going on with that? What does that mean?
Okay, well, I'm not sure where exactly I left off the last time, so I'm just going to go off with the assumption that I was just going to school full time. Then the whole plan was to finish school, then go back in as an officer, and so I started getting closer to my end date, and I go, okay, well, let me get into the door, and I got into National Guard so I could stay local and I could continue doing good stuff here locally. So anyway, within that whole process, I had to get job qualified again. So they sent me to go learn this job that I signed up for, which is a logistics sergeant. And so they sent me to Virginia. And this post was basically for trainees coming out of basic boot camp, going right into this school and learning their job. So I was stuck on a post with a bunch of new boots, the way we call them, coming right out of boot camp. And it was, how would I put this? It was, I haven't been through that type of experience since I went through boot camp. Not that they treated me like a boot, but man, being around all these 17, 18, 19-year-olds, I was like, oh my goodness. You could really tell the age gap. And so anyway, I had to get back to getting used to waking up at 4 a.m, going running at 5, then changing, then going back to class. And it was a pretty hectic but steady routine. I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. I really did enjoy it, going out, getting out of my routine, going out there and experiencing something new for a while. So now I'm back. Now I volunteered or got voluntold, however you want to put it, to go do this Trump wall at the border. So I'm waiting for orders for that, and that's going to send me to, I'm assuming somewhere in Southern California. I'm not sure where exactly. Everything's still kind of up in the air.
I mean, I'm guessing down south where the border wall is. I mean,
it could be in Texas.
They're not starting there.
I have no idea.
They're starting right here in the U.S. of A., California, San Isidro. Get it right there on the border.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the shitty Mexican food restaurant on the border, but this is legit. I mean, as close to the border as you can get now. Now, it's funny you bring that up. One of my near and dear friends, she went to a Trump rally, and it was when he was down there visiting the wall. Didn't bother to fucking call me. Here's a perfect opportunity to grab some interviews. I had nothing going on, and she's just like, I didn't think you would go. It's like, I voted for the motherfucker. Of course I want to go. Like, this is controversy. I want to see angry white people, angry brown people, I just want to see angry people. I don't care what color you are. If you're angry, I want to talk to you. So
you didn't go?
No, because you didn't call, fucking bitch. But go.
But I mean,
I said
you could have gone, huh?
Nothing. I just called her a fucking bitch on the internet.
but you don't know who. Yeah, I mean, you didn't say her name or anything, so it's okay.
Her initials are TB. We're breaking all kinds of rules, dude. This is a new erroneous opinions. Will, speaking of which, happy 3-year anniversary that we totally
Have we
fucking
even
missed. We missed our entire anniversary show. We missed.
have we even broke 100 episodes?
No, that's the amazing thing. Like I find that to be that's kind of amazing. I don't think any podcast in the history of podcasting has been able to do that, but we're right on track to greatness ? All right, so back to you. You're guarding a wall.
Yeah, so I got back from Virginia, relaxing, and I had voluntold for this, and just today I got an update saying that I'm supposed to be reporting Thursday and shipping out Friday and potentially going down to my assignment Sunday. And wherever that is, I don't know. So I'm still up in there. So ideally, hopefully it is somewhere around San Diego, and then we could at least do this show live. And I'll invite you down to the border, and we could go, hey, this is Erroneous Opinions live at the border. We're gonna try to interview Mexicans crossing the border live.
I can't keep up with them, dude. There's no way. Those people are active. They're on foot. They have a goal. I am not a goal-oriented person. I am not known to be fleet of foot. I am not known for my running skills, my parkour skills. I would be a bad interviewer for down there.
I beg to differ, Kevin, because obviously we're 3 years deep, and so this is at least some kind of a goal that you've been persistent in, and we will catch them on one of their breaks, so like that you don't have to walk vigorously with them.
You really think I got what it takes, huh, boss?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's all about catching them on the right time when they're stopping for a water break. That's when we pull up and like, hey, we just want to ask you a few questions. And then let me ask you, so what would be a question or two that you would ask?
I guess number one would be, how many carnivals have you worked? That's I literally just the other day watched a Netflix documentary on why they hire people on visas. I think it was like the H-2B, like seasonal work visa. It's like non-agricultural. Like they got into some political shit that I was like, I don't know. These are just carnies. That's all I care about. But I mean, these dudes were trekking up from like Central America, catching fucking buses all the way up to like Maryland and shit.
Damn.
Just to go work for 8 months in a carnival circuit, dude. Like, away from their families, they're sleeping in trailers and shit with like no electricity, no water. Just it was very interesting. The whole thing was pretty much in Spanish, so I had a lot of reading to do. But that would be, I would ask them if they've ever worked the carnival. Just kind of an off the wall question. Let them know like, hey, this guy knows a little bit about our story already. I'm totally racial profiling at that point. But number 2, I would ask them if they're here for the food.
Come on, how can you ask them that when you clearly know food is way better south of the border?
No, I know. American food by any standard in the world is kind of bullshit. Hot dogs, beans, and hamburgers. I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, if they're legit illegal aliens, like, and we caught them crossing the border, I would turn them in for a reward.
So instead of interviewing them, you're going to trick them.
Yes, I would call President Trump personally and ask him if I could get one of those nifty hats or a shirt for everyone that I turned in. And the first one, just to make sure I got a hat, I'd probably turn you in. I'm just saying, like, they'll clear it up afterwards. I know you're legal and everything, but you'd be the easiest one.
Do you see this? I mean, I'm holding up my U.S. Army freaking uniform, and it says there U.S. Army, and it says my last name.
Yeah, there's an Army Navy surplus store down here. I could buy one that looks just like that, dude. Just like that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's going to be fade as fuck, and that's how you know it's not straight out of the Army supply.
That's because I spent a lot of time in desert Desert Storm, and I was in Jalalabad.
What?
And I was stationed in Saddam's palace in Egypt.
Oh, okay.
He had palaces everywhere, dude. I'm not really at liberty to talk about it, but
Are you now?
No, not at all. I'm not into the whole stolen valor thing, but I paid for my nifty camouflage jacket.
with good old American dollar.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I seriously, we're getting off topic here. I would turn you in first just because I like free shit and I want my hat, like, guaranteed. After that, they clear it up. I buy you a beer. Everything's cool. I turn you in again for a t-shirt.
Eventually they're going to catch on what you're doing.
Yeah, and then they'll stop giving me free shit and I'll stop turning you in. It's that simple.
Okay, so, I mean, clearly you need some time to think about it because both of your questions suck.
Oh, what would you ask them, Will?
Really? What would I ask them?
Yeah, what would you ask them?
I would be like, look, how's your,
Oh, good question, dude. That's a great question.
Shitting environment, like, where do you take a shit? How's that experience? And then, what about, masturbating? How's that experience on the way over here? Because obviously, you need time to masturbate.
You're trying to obtain a better life for yourself and escape whatever oppression or poverty or whatever it happens to be that you're running from to this great nation of ours. And you're just like, hey, bro, do you have time to jerk off? Like that's. I mean, I guess it's a valid question because you got to be. I guess you're nervous, right? So you have to kind of just. I gotta rub one out, dude. Like I'm too anxious right now.
No, okay, so.
Hey, your shit's breaking up.
There's a reason. There's a reason why.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, there's a reason why. You just said it. They're coming here for freedom. They're coming here for everything that they want to accomplish here in this country. So those are the two very basic things that a human being can do to feel truly free. Is the sensation, sensation of dropping a horrible, humongous deuce, and the sensation of actually, coming.
Coming as well as coming to America. Now, I think a good follow-up question to both of those is, do they drop the deuce and jerk off on their side of the border, or do they wait to cross and it's kind of like celebratory? They're just like, fuck yeah, I made it, jerk it, and shit, like at the same time.
No, it has to be on their side because once they cross...
Oh, they're just like, shit on you, Mexico. I'm fucking done with you.
Probably, yeah. It's just as soon as they cross, it gets too hectic because they're running away from people like me eventually when I get down there and other Border Patrol people and stuff like that. And then even people like you, rednecks that go down there and want to support.
I am not a redneck anymore, dude. Like, I live in the city.
I'm just saying, you're very redneck-ish when you go down there to support and whatever you do, honky hua, I'm here to support. They're running away from you, so it's pretty hectic once they cross, and that's the whole point.
That's the point. Now, are you afraid with your El Salvadorian heritage that they're going to call you a race traitor, or are you worried about the amount of shit that you're going to get? Like they're going to yell at you in Spanish, and you hardly speak Spanish. I don't know. Let me call my wife to translate for me.
I mean, honestly, they're going to say everything that I could return right back to them. Like, eventually it'll probably go like, how can you do this? I'm just doing this to support my family. Well, what do you think I'm doing here? I'm doing the same. So I don't think they will say anything that would affect me personally. If anything, I'll go, hey, there's a bunch of people doing this legally. Why do you have to cross the border? Just go do it legally.
Now, do you think you're able to catch them? Let's say there's a group, okay? There is a man, just, looks like a dad, just a normal dad, and he has his pregnant wife, his little daughter, his little son, right? And then there's a dude who's obviously like a coyote, and a dude that looks like he works for the cartel, okay?
Okay.
And they see you, and you're like, hey, you, stop. Or, what's stop? Alto. Alto.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Right? That's
I'll,
stop in
I'll
Spanish?
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah,
That would
dude.
catch my attention.
I'm bilingual, dude. So you're like, alto, alto, and they scatter. Everybody runs in a different direction.
Oh wait, you're saying that I said that to them
Yes.
and then they scattered.
Yes.
Okay.
Who do you tackle? Who do you go after?
Oh, the cartel guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, he's pretty buff. He looks like he can run a good distance. You think you got that in you to catch him?
All right, first off, the cartel doesn't have no freaking mini boot camp that they're doing in their backyard. All of them just go in because they look mean and because they're making so much money and it's a good life, they just eat and have sex a lot and eat and they get fat. And honestly, they might look like you.
I would like to say, in all respect to any cartel members out there listening, I appreciate your boot camp regiment and believe that you guys are highly trained, specialized forces, kind of like G.I. Joe, just not American. so you would go after the cartel guy.
Yeah, because he's not gonna have an Iron Man suit.
Oh, see, I would also like to say to any cartel members listening, if I was in that position, I'd tackle the girl. That's an easy catch. That's an easy catch. I'd catch her, knock her out real quick, and then go catch the little boy. You got 2. And then mom and dad, if they're any kind of parents, they're going to come back, so that's 2 more. You just caught 4 without doing anything. Let the cartel guy go, let the coyote go, you'll catch him next time, but you just caught 4, plus the little bambino in her stomach because she was pregnant.
So family of 4, potentially 5.
Yes, well, or 10, I don't know how pregnant they get, but
I see.
I know it's pretty young. This is turning into a really racist thing. I guess I should take my clan hood off. Thanks for that.
Well, that kind of sums up how it's been for me. I'm waiting on these orders, and we'll see how it goes. So you could pick up from there, Kevin. How have you been?
Well,
Where the hell have you been
I
at?
still have questions, man.
Probably not relevant enough.
No, they are. They're very relevant.
Okay, go ahead. I'll entertain them.
Favorite thing you did while being out there for the whole training and all of that shit?
Experiencing snow. As cliche as that may sound, when it was coming down, snowing pretty hard. Well, hard for me is probably like nothing for like people from Massachusetts or something, but it was hard for me. So I enjoyed it. I liked it. It's so beautiful seeing everywhere covered in snow. I enjoyed the shit. I felt like a little kid. That's probably the best time I've had. Other than that, the shittiest time is being out there 4-5 o'clock in the morning, and it was already like 27 degrees with a minus a wind chill, and I am freezing my ass off. And you could only layer up so much because other than that is not authorized. And that's probably the most horrible time being out there.
All right.
That's more or less what it was.
Cool. So you had to look really good out there. Just a dark complected brown man like yourself against a white snowy backdrop in Virginia.
Actually, I was a minority.
Obviously.
To a majority of blacks. So it was a majority black, and then I want to say the second race was white, and then it was Hispanic.
Yeah, because they don't want to be race traders, dude. Like they don't want to have to go guard the fucking border. You, on the other hand, probably like, I volunteer. Like,
you know what's funny? The 2 in my unit, so they text me like, who wants to volunteer for these orders? And so I volunteer. And then so later, like a day later, the guy in charge just re-emphasizes and does a mass text again. All right, just to be clear, they call my name, like Sergeant Cardona and Sergeant Martinez are the only ones volunteering. So the 2 Hispanics of the whole group are the ones doing this, let's keep the freaking Mexicans out mission.
Wow, you guys must really hate yourselves in the morning.
No, I think it's more about the money. Hey, it's free money. They're going to pay people anyway.
That is a good answer, dude. Like,
so,
fuck it.
I mean, why am I going to say no? to that.
It's nice to know that your loyalties can be bought, dude. You know what? You were on the right show. Always have been,
But
and I'm proud of you.
but loyal to what? What have these immigrants done for me?
Do you like a 79-cent burrito from Del Taco?
No, man. I like overpaying for everything.
I appreciate a good 79-cent burrito from Del Taco, and that would not be possible if it wasn't for the migrant workers that have crossed into this country illegally. Because as we know, Americans will not do that job.
Well,
Because we want $15 an hour and blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what, dude? This guy busts his ass picking fucking 500 pounds of tomatoes and shit just so I can go to Taco Bell and then bitch about how shitty the food is afterwards. Like,
okay, let me throw you a question.
all right.
What do you hate more? People taking advantage of the unemployment or Mexicans coming over and taking our jobs?
Neither.
No, wait, no, you have to pick. Which one's worse for you?
Neither.
Bullshit.
The worst one is EBT being accepted everywhere.
Okay, but that's still taking advantage of the system.
Yeah, but who's doing that?
Okay.
White people. I'm not going to call out another race because I'm white, so it's just like, white people are horrible.
Anyway, this has gone way too long. Let's go into.
Okay, so again,
Europe.
it's like, look, dude, if there's gonna be a mass fucking exodus from south of the border, like, fucking get on it and do it. You know what I mean? You guys keep coming as quick as you can. If you get over here, fucking kudos, good luck. But the minute that wall is up, done, we're closed for business for a number of years. You know what I mean? Like, we'll sort shit out. I understand America's the great melting pot, and this country was founded on immigration. Blah blah. Fucking, you know what? No vacancy on the Statue of Liberty for about 10 to 15 years. Let's sort it out. Everybody got in. Cool. We're making a better life. Clap. You guys won the fucking lottery of like, get across the border. Trump's long gone. The wall still stands. I salute my Fuhrer. And that's it, dude. Like,
that wall's not going to stop shit.
Well, no, of course not. Of course not. But it'll make white people feel safe.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that's what it's all about is just white people being like, you know what? That was a good job. I didn't really like him, but he totally built a wall. I can have my pumpkin spice latte now, and I feel... See that guy over there? He's here. I know, but he made it past the wall. Good for you.
He made it past the wall.
You know what's sad? His little mijo's on the other side. Sorry, little mijo. Like, I honestly, dude, I don't give a shit, dude. This country's going... It's going down the crapper, like... I'm so tired of these walkouts and these shootings and all of this shit is fucking like, again, this dude at the Waffle House, like, and I'm totally not going to get into this because we're playing catch up for all the fans, but like, it's just, he got out of the car with an assault style weapon. Really? Because the knife in my pocket is used to commit what? Assaults. You know what I mean? Like, so... anything really is an assault style weapon, and I fucking hate this bullshit right now about like an assault style gun. Well, guess what? You can assault anybody with any kind of gun. So I just like the fact that dude fucking ran in there, you know, with a jacket on and no pants, and then ran out naked.
Wow. I didn't even follow that story. I was reading it right before we started. And I was like, another one? But why a Waffle House? Off of all things, the Waffle House should be the last thing.
But, I mean, if you're going to go in with the jacket and leave naked, why not just go in there naked? Like, why the jacket? That's what I want to...
Well, because you see a naked guy coming from a mile away, and they know you can't hide a fucking gun
up to no
being
good.
naked. You know, he's like, oh shit, this naked guy's coming with a gun. I should probably leave. I'm just saying.
No,
you know,
that's valid. That's true. All right. So moving on.
Finally.
So, for those of you, I've been kind of absent from social media. Both Will and I have been, you know, obviously away from the show. Life changes for William and all for the better. You know, I think in this life-changing time of ours, you got the better end of the stick because I am going through a divorce. For those of you that don't... for those of you that don't know, I think our last episode dealt with some depression, and I kind of alluded to to a big life change that was going on. Didn't really want to speak about it, and currently, like, I'll speak a little bit about it, but I'm not going to go into high depth and detail. Just out of respect for the other party involved, I wish her no ill will. But yeah, that's the thing. So right towards the end of September, she dropped the bombshell and was just like, "Yep, not in love with you anymore. Haven't been for a while. Kind of resent you. Let's get a separation." Separation soon turned into divorce, and here I am. It's April. I no longer reside at the Erroneous Opinions World headquarters. It's not funny, dude. That was the compound is currently in the process of so as of now, our current world headquarters is located in beautiful Southern California, Carlsbad, to be exact. Dude, fuck you. It was the world headquarters, okay? Seriously, it's not like that's new. We've referred. What?
I'm not taking anything. It just sounds so disappointed about it.
Well, I'm very disappointed. If you can look around, like, this kind of looks like my office behind me, but it's not.
So okay, sorry. Continue. So you're not in the
fuck
world
you,
headquarters.
Dude. You just stole my thunder, and I feel violated.
But move on to more seriousness. So I mean, it's not officially done, right?
So separation. I received my first round of divorce papers from when they were first filed. I got those on my birthday in January.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, she didn't do that on purpose, but ironically enough, she was gone that weekend. So if it was done on purpose, good for you. Like, well played.
Now, are you guys involving any lawyers?
We have a third party, impartial mediation attorney, and this dude, I don't like him. He's a douchebag, and he's been polling for, like, right out of the gate, dude, just kind of like on her side. And he's made the couple times I've gone down there to, sign paperwork or whatever, he's been kind of snippy, made some rude comments, and I'm like, what? Fuck you, dude. Like, I don't like you. Just let me sign my shit and get out of here.
Wait. But saying that, you're no one to tolerate any snippy or rude comments. You have your snippy and rude comments right back. So what did he say?
Nothing. That's the guy handling my divorce. So I kind of want to play nice with the soon-to-be ex-wife and this quote-unquote third-party impartial mediation attorney. Like, I'm just going to shut up.
Why? Okay, first off, if anything...
Will, number one, I wanted my guns back. And they were like, no, you can't have your guns because you're emotionally unstable. And fuck you. Just give me my fucking guns. Like,
okay,
I think...
You should go, okay, I'm trying to file for spousal support.
But I don't want that. I'm not, no. Stupid, dude. I have a dick.
I agree.
Not a vagina.
But this is how tacky or how little shit is, fought at. So you threaten with this emotional distress bullshit. Okay, I'll do the fucking spousal support bullshit. And then they'll back down and be like, okay, I don't want to pay for that bullshit. You can have your guns. Thank you.
Didn't quite work out that way, but I got him back regardless.
Did you? Okay, at least that's fairly decent. Good news.
But with that being said, the world headquarters is currently being sold. A lot of good times there. A lot of great shows. I mean, this show itself was born from the womb. I like how I pronounce the B on that womb. Not to be confused with a Roomba. Those things vacuum. But no, it was very, very depressing, dude. Like, loading up all my shit and getting it out of there and moving into a teeny tiny room now and, waiting for life to start over again. But all things considered, it's pretty good. I can't complain.
Now, it's pretty good because you were able to overcome the bullshit, and now you're in a better better um, mindset.
Definitely in a better place. There were some, some areas that I definitely fucking stumbled at, and you just sit there and your mind starts thinking, and I had some bad days, but all in all, I think I got over it relatively quick. I mean, it's kind of easy when you just know flat out that person just doesn't want you. And I respect what she has to say. I respect her view on it. Do I agree with it? No. But if that's how she feels, then that's how she feels, man. Like I wasn't gonna be able to change her point of view or anything.
Um, would you say if she were to change her mind now, would you reconsider?
No.
Oh, so you're far gone now.
There's if you're willing to give up on a marriage and all of this because of, and again, my point of view is vastly different than hers, I suppose, but for me it's a communication issue. Like if you're going to cut and run over a communication issue, what are you going to cut and run over next time? Like this is nothing. This is something that a handful of therapy sessions could have solved. And marriage saved, we're still fucking best friends, whatever. Cool, awesome, but she didn't want any part of that. It's okay for me to go to therapy. It's cool for me to have to go and talk to somebody and then be like, this is how you fix everything. But when it was brought up to her, like, her immediate response was like, no therapist is gonna fucking tell me how to fix my marriage. And it's like, whoa, but they're gonna tell me how to fix my life? That's cool.
Wow, yeah, that's true. Now, do you guys actually stay in touch
I was actually up there this past weekend.
for?
I had to dig up a septic tank.
Oh, so nothing. It sounds more work related or more not just, hey, I'm just gonna go and show up so we can hang out because we're friends now
Oh
thing.
no, 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 no. There is no friends, sir. Like
Really?
there is no friends. It's all business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, just who forced that issue? You or her?
Her. It's all on her.
So you're
Now
like,
now according to her, that's because I had said, oh, I can't be friends with you, and yeah, to be fair, like I did say that because that's kind of tough to be like, hey, here's somebody that I really cared about and was in love with head over heels. You know what I mean? Like thought this was the one. I was wrong. Wouldn't be the
yeah.
first time, but it's tough to imagine like, hey, we're just going to be cool now and just be friends, and I'm going to ignore all of those previous feelings and everything. So yeah, I did say, like I don't think we're going to be friends, and she just took that as like, I don't want to be your friend. And so she doesn't respond to like a lot of shit. Now I think she's come around a little bit, but it's still, we're not friends. I think we're just at the closing end of, finishing this chapter of our lives off. And I fully believe that once this is all said and done, like I'm not going to hear from her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that. Does that hurt you, or you're like, whatever?
There was a point where like, yeah, it bothered me. It hurt. But again, like I care enough about her still that I respect her space, her privacy, and say I respect her privacy, and here I am fucking talking about this shit. But I respect it to the best of my. I do have a show to do.
Well, it sounds like you're at least over it. The bad times are behind you, and it's only good from here.
I think so. It's
One question though,
oh,
since you're kind of over the hill already,
what, as far as age?
as far as this whole dilemma,
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
what if you could sum up advice in a few words for someone that's going through it and it's barely happening and they're kind of shocked that it's happening and they're like, what the fuck? But it's inevitable. What kind of advice would you say?
Stand fast. Whether it's going good or it's going bad, you just got to stand fast. The storm's going to pass. There's going to be moments where you think you've weathered the storm, but you're literally just in the eye. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be a whirlwind. It's going to be crazy. And then things are going to calm down. And you'll be like, fuck, I got through it. But before you know it, it's going to pick up again. That that first initial run through is, I mean, that's the bargaining. You know what I mean? Like, what can I do different? I'll do this, if only you could do that, or whatever it happens to be. Like, you're bargaining with trying to save that relationship, that marriage, for whatever reason. I'll do things differently this time, or, I totally understand, or we should go get help, yada, yada, yada. And there's going to come a point where you're both so tired of fucking going round and round and round that you just stop. And it's going to be very eerily quiet. And you're going to think you're ready to move on. You're going to think that, I got this, just let me give her a little bit of time, or give him a little bit of time, whatever your situation is. But then it's going to start up again because things aren't going to go your way. And if they do go your way, fucking kudos. Like, grab that and fucking run with it, fix it, make good on your promises, change, and enjoy that, because you don't get very many chances. On the other end of that, the realism is it's probably over. And there's a lot of different ways to fucking deal with, hey, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. And for once, I mean, this was different because I didn't, a lot of other relationships, almost all of them, it was just like, she's a fucking bitch. She did it. It's her, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, because it made me feel better. It makes us feel better as people to just like throw somebody else under the bus. It was all them. It wasn't me, yada, yada. Well, this go around, like, it just kind of didn't work, at least in my situation, like, it didn't work. And there's still, like, nothing negative I would say about her. She's a great person. She's one of the fucking most solid people I've ever known in my life. Not going to talk shit about her, but, there is the realization that, like, number one, she's just as fucking stubborn as I am, so it's over. I know her well enough, like, it's over. And it sucks, but at the same time, like, I learned a lot. Like, I'm a different person for being there. So take the good with you out of it. Leave the bad shit. Leave it by the fucking roadside. Like, just take the good and move forward with that. Stay positive. Stand fast. Weather the storm. You are bigger than any relationship you've ever been in. You are worth it. Holy shit, dogs. I was getting on my fucking Jerry Springer moment. Like, just be kind to each other. This was like Jerry's last final thoughts and shit, and your dogs ruin it.
Go ahead.
No. It fucking took me out of the moment. Now, as you can hear, listen, for those of you that don't know, Erroneous Opinions World Headquarters, previously, man, those guard dogs were fucking obnoxious. You know what I got going on right now? I got two beautiful dogs laying behind me right here. Quiet as hell. And you know what keeps them that quiet? Duct tape and steel toe boots. I'm kidding. I don't use duct tape. But anyways,
I'm working to make my way back down to San Diego. That's the goal.
Oh, you're gonna have to. I mean, you got an entire border to guard.
Yeah, so I'll be there. So I'll be there at least a month, and we'll record. Maybe more than just one time a week.
Well, do you have any advice for those willing to re-enlist, or those who any new boots? Do you have any advice for new boots?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
No.
Get out while you can.
No, do it. You make the best out of every situation. Kind of goes hand in hand what you have, or what you just said. Every situation has its bad moments and bad time, but if you always look at the good behind it, whether it's not happening right there and then, maybe it comes down the line a little bit, eventually you'll see at least you learned something from it, and that's what made you grow as a person, and at the very least that's what is good that's coming out of it. So just keep pursuing what you want to pursue in life. Very important to establish goals and keep pursuing them. And no matter what obstacle comes your way, figure out how to get through it, and keep going. Keep chopping it down.
Fair enough. Good advice. And to any of you lovers out there, the best way to deal with a marriage is to not get into one to begin with. Now, if you guys have any questions, comments, tips, anything at all, please feel free to write us at erroneousopinions@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter at erroneouswords. Check out our Instagram at erroneouswords. I'm actually posting content up there. It's the one social media platform I have kind of used since I've moved and gotten separated. A lot of it's just alcoholic drinks and my dogs. That's all I got right now.
Basically.
Feel free to check out the website for all things erroneous, www.erroneousopinions.com. Download the show. Please rate and review. We're available on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, wherever podcasts can be found. Hold. I give them a compliment about how wonderful they're being, and they just want to fucking come and start barking and licking my hand and shit because they know it's time to go. What else? That's it. I think that's it for now. This is a good show. Next week we're coming back with, for sure next week, right? I mean, I don't want to promise them, and then it's like another 3 months. And I figure this is the easiest way that, like, if we do like only 3 shows a year, we're like, oh shit, we're on like year 10, and we still haven't broken 100 episodes. That's fucking rad. But I think we are. I think we are getting close.
We'll get us a count next week, and we'll see where we're at.
No, let's get a count right now. I can do this. Let's go here. Let's go to... Fuck yeah. William, what show is this going to be?
89.
91. You were very close.
Ooh, damn, I was so close.
We're getting 9 weeks, dude. We're finally going to hit 100. Can we do that? Okay, right now, can we make a pact? The next 9 shows, we have to... No. Not making a pact, no. Shit just happens way too much. No. Sorry, bro. Are you willing to make an attempt to try and pump out 1 show a week for the next 9 weeks? Oh, fuck yeah. I could fuck yeah, day. Bro. We're fucking... I could make an attempt all day. Fuck yeah. If we cheated, we could just do just a 9-hour session and break it up. 9 hours? Yeah. I'm not even getting paid for this to do 9 hours. Get out of here. Fuck it, dude. We'll drink some alcohol. Okay, we'll do 2 4.5-hour sessions. Okay. If I go down there and I have some free time like that, I'm willing to do it. Do you hear that, folks? We're trying to cheat you right now. We're not even going to give you, like, fresh, current content. We're just going to record the next fucking 9 hours, 9 shows, and just put it out there like an hour at a time. Sometimes that's all it takes is having just a good conversation of whatever, and that's good enough. I mean, I got to ask the fans, like, do you guys expect any more of us? I mean, because we all know you can expect way less. Well, okay, how about this? Ask the fans and put a disclaimer. Silence is agreement. Silence is agreement, Jesus Christ. I don't think anybody's going to write us anymore. But we're starting over. It's our 3rd season, season 3. Right? I gotta do some work on the website, but new things are happening, bro. We got new stories. We got new lives. Let's do this. All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, bro. Attempt all day, bro. Yeah, I got that shit. So, oh my God. For this week, I'm Kevin Owens. And William Cardona. Remember, kids, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Just keep yours erroneous.